On a dry summer night in the Rocky Mountains, MLB Network comes at you live from Coors Field in downtown Denver. We expect a good one out of this Diamond Dynasty matchup between the Cubs and the Rockies. Major League Baseball on MLB Network is next. Jeff Hoffman gets the start for Colorado in this one. Harold, what do you got?
Well, he's got 4 pitches to work with and uses them all at all different times in the game. So he keeps hitters off balance and gives you a lot to think about.
Here's Jared Hoying, and we are set for baseball here this evening.
Leading off for Wisconsin, center fielder Jared Hoying.
And a swing and a miss, so a first pitch strike as we're underway here this evening. A windup and the 0-1. And I believe they'll say he broke the plane, as yes he did. It's ruled a strike. Now the pitch. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1-2. And we'll see some 40s before things are said and done tonight. Right now 51 degrees at first pitch. Here's the 1-2 delivery. And a slider just about gets away from him there as it runs in a bit too close for comfort. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. He's through first and hustling for second. And he gets in there standing. He's got himself a double.
Now that is the way you want to start a game on the road. He comes out swinging and stands at second as the first base runner of the night. Now we'll see if his teammates can pick him up and if they can punch first.
Stepping into the box, Carlos Correa, looking to get something to the right side with that leadoff man at second to start the ball game. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. In the dirt here. And a nice job keeping it close. It's ball 1. The 1-0 delivery. Swing and a liner. But this will be a foul ball. A runner at second. Nobody out. Breaks his bat as this one's popped up. Desmond in foul ground. 1 out. And now we'll look at the starting lineup for the visitors in this one. What's this lineup have to do tonight in order to get a W here on the road, HR?
Well, I think the key here is their base running. Believe it or not, they've got to run the bases better. Aggressive style. I love it. I think steal bases, go first to third, and anytime you have a runner in scoring position, just wave him. Force that defense to throw him out.
Here's Mark Reynolds. First appearance for him here with the leadoff man still at second and 1 gone now. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Takes a knee-high fastball.
Well, Matt, as advertised, he's broke out with a good fastball. He likes to pitch out the fastball, but this was in the mid-90s. We'll see him be aggressive most of this game with that fastball.
Now the 0-1. And that changeup makes him jump. A swing and a miss.
Now that is power. You want to challenge me? I'm giving him a big swing. That was the big swing right there. I loved it.
And a fastball swung on and missed as he just reared back there. 2 away.
Batting fourth, right fielder, J.D.
Here's J.D. Martinez. First opportunity for him here with the leadoff man still standing at second. 2 gone now. Started to go down after it, and he couldn't hold back. It's strike 1. From the belt, kicks and deals. Swing and a miss on the slider, and he's quickly behind 0-2.
Well, there's no doubt what he was thinking on those first 2 swings. Big power swings. Now he's got to dial it back a little bit and try to put that ball in play.
Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And a neck-high fastball that time.
I like the high fastball 0-2. Now I know he's sitting 1-2, but you showed him a great fastball. Now he's got to honor that, and you can set him up with anything.
Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Here's a looping fly ball out to right. Doin is on his way home. The run is in to score, and they take an early 1-0 lead.
Baseball is a team game. You hear it all the time. The first 2 guys, they couldn't get him in. He steps up there with 2 outs and drives him in. That's winning baseball. That's team baseball.
In now the power-hitting outfielder Nomar Mazara. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit.
Great job of hitting. So many people think you get a first pitch fastball, you have to pull it. No, a great swing is hitting the ball back up the middle.
And now we'll take a moment here at home plate as he asks for time. Here's the catcher, Brian McCann. And this is fouled back and out of play. The 0-1 delivery. Off the plate and in. It's a ball and a strike. And there are our umpires calling balls and strikes in this one, Mr. James Kingsley.
Yeah, James Kingsley, solid umpire and pretty universally appreciated around the game. Basically, he's not a guy you're ever dreading to see behind the plate.
Here's the 1-1 delivery. A fastball, and he swings through it to fall behind. 2 down, runners at first and second. And this runs inside, and that looked like it got him pretty good.
Some people in the crowd don't like that, but believe me, he did not want to hit a guy in the first inning. We'll see if he can regain his control or if his control becomes an issue.
Here's Dustin Ackley. Fly ball out toward left center field. And he will get there to make the running play, and that will end the inning. So it's 1 run on 3 hits, no errors, and they leave the bases loaded. We'll move on to the bottom half of inning number 1. Wisconsin leads this one 1-0. David Price, a southpaw from Tennessee, is the man on the mound. Harold, any thoughts?
Well, Matt, he's got 5 pitches, and I love the fact he mixes them well. And we'll just see if he's on today. That means he's throwing strikes with all of them, and he'll have a dominant game if he does so.
Here's the second baseman, DJ LeMahieu. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Second baseman, DJ LeMahieu.
Fastball in there for a called strike. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Hit the other way out toward right field. Martinez has a read on it. He's got it 1 away. With that, here's a look at the Rockies lineup card for this one. Harold, what's the key for him against one of the best starters in the game?
Well, Matt, they find themselves already down 1. The big thing here, realize you got a lot of game left. Just score 1 run. Try to get right back in the game, even it up, and play the whole 9 innings. You can't just play part of the game, play the whole game.
Into the box now, Ian Desmond. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner. 1 out, nobody on. Now this is on the ground here for Profar at second. And that's going to be a base hit here for Desmond.
Get there.
Well, that's a perfect example of taking a ball inside out. You know, you hear that terminology, stay inside the ball. Right there, he took a ball inside and shot it the other way for the base hit.
Here's Charlie Blackmon now, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. Man at first for him following the 1-out single. A 1 pitch on its way. Started that swing a bit too early.
Hey, Matt, I like the cold weather strategy. You're probably saying, what's that, Harold? Well, the ball's up. He knows it's not going to carry on this cold night, so now you elevate out of the zone and you hope they swing at it and get some cheap pop-ups.
And a fastball blew it right by him, and there are 2 down. Didn't mess around much in that at-bat, Dan.
No, that was pretty impressive, Matt. I really like a pitcher that trusts and works off his fastball. And right there, he decided he didn't need to use anything else. 3 straight heaters and go grab some bench.
Here's Nolan Arenado. He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and 2 away. Swinging a ball hit on the ground, but this is foul for the first strike. Price pauses. 0-1 pitch on its way. Well, and he's got him in the palm of his hand now. It's 0-2.
After that swing, you just got to reset yourself. You still have a strike to work with, and you can't be thinking about how silly you just looked on that last pitch.
Working for the punch out and the offering. And he missed with it. It's 1-2.
Yeah, doubled up on the slider away there. Got him to go after it before, so why not see if he'll offer at it again?
Pulls this one in the air out to left. Lazar is under it. And that retires the side. So no runs on a hit here, no errors, 1 man left on. Second inning upcoming here in Denver. The Cubs lead it 1-0. Digging in the switch hitter, Jurickson Profar. He'll start things out in the top half of the second.
Jurickson Profar.
There's a high foul ball as it finds a lucky fan in the upper deck for a souvenir. And he takes this one high, 1-1.
He still might be looking for that release point on that curveball early in this outing. That one looked like it popped out of his hand behind his ear instead of out front. We'll see if he finds that pitch because it'll be important for him.
Changed things up on him, and he got him to swing through it. 1-2 now.
Boy, that was a good changeup right there. You see how he swung through that ball? Man, he's got him thinking now, because that was clearly an indication he was looking fastball and got fooled.
And the fastball easy to lay off that time. 2-2. Set to deal on 2-2. And he lays off, so it's full now. 3-2.
You can bet they love ball 4 here. That gives the pitcher on deck an obvious bunt situation to move the runner into scoring position.
There's a swing, and he sends a ball high in the air into left field. Tapia racing back. He gets there and makes the play for the first out.
Time now for a look at the majestic defensive alignment for the Rockies. And yes, they move players all over the field. They love to shift heavily into the analytics and really apply it to their club. You'll see guys moving all over the field today.
In now, David Price, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Line drive to center field, and the pitcher's got himself a base hit. So the lineup card turns over with 1 away following the base hit out of the pitcher's spot.
You throw a ball down the middle, you better start ducking right when you release it. He took it right back at him. Hit it where it's thrown.
Standing in now, Jared Hoying, as he pops the first pitch foul behind the plate. Runners on first with 1 down. And the changeup is way low that time.
The intent with that changeup away was one thing and one thing only. Get a double play ball. Nice job to lay off it at the plate, though.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Curveball bounces, and this one gets away. And forget about the double play now, as he'll move up to second here on the wild pitch.
Well, when you throw a breaking ball in the dirt, that's the danger. You have to trust your catcher, but this one skips away, and the open base takes the double opportunity away with it. Might prove to be costly.
Swing and a drive to right. There it goes. Into the second deck and gone. So it's a 2-run shot to right center, as it's now a 3-0 ball game.
He saw a few balls down in the zone earlier in that at bat, but finally got a pitch he liked and promptly deposited over the fence. Made the pitcher pay for his mistake, which is exactly what you're supposed to do.
Striding in once again, Carlos Correa. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
Carlos Correa.
The pitch. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. Gonzalez going back, but he won't get there as it lands just shy of the wall. Around second now and headed for third. The tag, and he's called out, trying to stretch 2 bases into 3.
Oh, you hate to see guys run into outs, especially when it's because of an unnecessary risk. He had 2 all the way, and he clearly should have just been happy with that.
Stepping in now, Mark Reynolds. As he'll swing and miss at a first pitch slider at strike one. 0 for 1 here in the early going. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. A wave and a miss.
So far in this game, he's the only guy in the lineup that's gone down on strikes.
Yeah, and he might strike out for a second time right here.
Looking to put him away. Here's the 0-2. And he chased it in the dirt. Murphy has it. The throw to first is in time, and the inning is over. But two come across to score in the inning, courtesy of this two-run home run. We'll go to the bottom of the second. The Cubs are out in front, 3-0. Here's Carlos Gonzalez. He'll be the one to lead it off against David Price here in the inning.
Carlos Gonzalez.
Now the first pitch here from Price. And he'll power in a fastball that time at 94 for strike one.
Well, you've been given a 3-0 lead. The last thing you want to do is have base runners on and then give up a big ball, and that 3 runs means nothing to you. So pitch around the corners, make them chase the ball, but do not walk people.
Big swing and a miss at the fastball, and he's behind in the count 0-2. Here's the 0-2. Swing and a miss, and Gonzalez is down on strikes for the first out.
Okay, here's the defense for the away team, brought to you by Majestic. And I'm looking at Jurickson Profar. At one time, he was the #1 prospect in baseball. Switch hitter, he can play short, second, and has even learned how to play the outfield. Really talented kid.
And that brings in the power hitting shortstop Trevor Story. Into the windup and the pitch. Good changeup that time, but he wouldn't bite on it. There's a fastball right over the inside corner. And Dan, that's a pretty good example of why he's such a great pitcher.
Yeah, stuff. Stuff is obviously the important key to being dominant on the mound, but it doesn't mean a whole lot if you don't have outstanding control to go along with it. But he does, and he really spotted that pitch.
And he comes back with a fastball. 1-2 now. Ready to deliver the 1-2. Swing and a miss as he ran that two-seamer right by him for the second out.
That's a pretty unique pitch sequence, guys. Usually pitching is all about mixing pitches and location, but he threw that all out the window to get that strikeout. He offered the same pitch 3 times in a row, so I guess he sort of used that reverse psychology to outthink his opponent.
Into the box now, Raimel Tapia. As he'll look at a fastball too high for ball 1. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. Swing and a liner, but foul.
He's clearly looking to hit off the fastball and adjust. That's a pretty good swing after seeing 2 fastballs now in a row.
Down the first baseline. Ackley has it, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. So they're held in check here this half of the inning. We'll go now to the top of the third. Wisconsin is on top here, 3-0. Digging in to try it again, J.D. Martinez. He'll stand in to open things up here in the third.
Martinez.
high fly ball out to straightaway center. Blackman is under it. One away.
The left fielder, number 30, Nomar Mazara.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Nomar Mazara. 1 for 1 after a single his first time up. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. There's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone. Bases are empty, one man out. Now a fastball here, not close, and it's 1-1 now. Ready to deal. Here's the 1-1. That's lifted the other way out to left. Waiting on it is Tapia. And that's the second out of the inning.
The catcher,
Digging in for his
16,
second at-bat, Brian McCann. He's got to be looking for vengeance after getting plunked in his last at-bat. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. As anticipated, here's a ground ball now to the right side. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. So they breeze through this half of the inning. We'll move on to the bottom of inning number 3. The Cubs lead this one 3-0. Into the box, Tom Murphy. He'll get us going in the home half of inning number 3.
Tom Murphy.
First pitch on its way. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. The windup and the 0-1. Favorable call in there for a strike.
The difference maker in this outing than others is the two-seamer. He's doing whatever he wants to do with that ball. It's moving all over the place.
Now the 0-2 from Price. And a half swing that time, but it's a full swing in the eyes of the umpire, and that'll be the first out of the inning.
For me, check swings are right there next to bang bang place at first as the most difficult calls for an ump to make. Taking a look at show motion, the batter doesn't appear to hold up enough, so I think the call was right.
Into the box, Jeff Hoffman. As he'll take a look at a strike right down the middle. It's 0-1. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Takes a look down at the knees for a strike. 1 out, nobody on. And this one's tapped foul at home plate. Price ready with another 0-2. And this is swung on and missed. His 5th strikeout already, and there are 2 gone in the inning.
Well, there's the great equalizer, the changeup, El Cambio. Listen, if you can keep that pitch in your back pocket and pull it out when you need it like he did right there, usually hitters, they don't stand a chance.
Ready for another chance? DJ LeMahieu. And Dan, it seems like this starter is just dominating the game right now. Feels like we're seeing a lot of 3-up, 3-down innings.
No doubt about that, Matt. Hey, I've enjoyed watching him go about his business, but I'm also interested to see if this offense can figure out a way to get a couple of cracks in his armor before it gets too late.
Yeah, that remains to be seen. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And this ball's going to find the seats down the left field line. Foul, strike 1.
Nope.
Ball 1.
That's an interesting pitch right there. Let's see if that throws him off a little bit. He's been on a pretty good roll. He can't let it upset him. Just get back in the groove right here.
The 1-1 from Price. Pitch swung on and hit in the air. On the move is Martinez. He's got it. A great running play, and that'll retire the side. So nothing happening this time around. On now to the top of inning number 4. The Cubs are out on top 3-0. So striding in, Dustin Ackley
Leading
comes
off for the
into this
Cubs,
at bat 0 for 1 in the
first
ball
baseman,
game.
Dustin Ackley.
Here comes the first pitch. Oh, and a hearty cut there to begin the at bat. It's 0-1. The 0-1 pitch. Lifted the other way to left center. Tapia arranged to his left as he tracks this one down in left center for the first out.
Second baseman.
Here's Jurickson Profar. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Into the windup and the pitch. Grounded back up the middle. On to first, and that is 2 quick outs to start the fourth.
Now batting, the pitcher, David Price.
Digging in, David Price. He singled and scored in his first appearance in this one. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Swing and a miss out in front of a changeup.
Well, that's a true indicator. He's looking for a fastball in. He wanted to spin to win right there, knock one as far as he could. He got the off-speed pitch inside, and he pulled off of it.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And now a curveball that bounces up to the plate. It's 1-1. Oh, straightened him up there on that fastball. It's 1-2 now.
This guy's got a good mid-90s fastball working in this game. If they think they can catch up to that ball up there, it's going to continue to be a rough game for them.
1-2. Here it comes. And an off-speed pitch swung on and missed, and with that the side is retired. Nothing doing here this half. To the bottom of inning number 4 we go. Wisconsin leads it 3-0. Stepping up to the plate, Ian Desmond. A base hit in his first trip.
Rockies, first baseman, number 20.
First delivery to him on the way. Took a wave at one around the shins with no luck.
Matt, I tell you what, I love how he's pitching right now. He has continued to pound that first pitch for strikes. When you do that, you set yourself up for great success.
Pretty late with the swing there. As a pitcher, you have to recognize that and keep coming in with the hard stuff until he proves he can hit it.
And he looks at a cold strike 3 as the cut fastball's in there, and that's out number 1.
He's racking up a fair amount of strikeouts now out there. That's 6 to this point. So he's got good stuff, and he's fooling a lot of these hitters.
Here's Charlie Blackmon now. As he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. No runs, just 1 hit. No errors in the ballgame for the Rockies thus far. A wave and a miss, a tick behind a good fastball. And now a pitch on the way. Back up the middle. And into center field as he's aboard with a 1-out single.
This guy's such a good hitter. I get the feeling even when he's down 0-2 in the count like he was here, he's still actually ahead of the count when he's facing anybody.
A look to first by Price, and he'll get back in standing. Here's Nolan Arenado as he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. Flied out in his first at bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. Now a move over to first. Runner's back. Price ready with the 0-1. Pitch is a cold strike. The throw. Oh, and 2. Here it is. And there's one well above the zone for a ball. Swing and a miss as he ran that two-seamer right by him for the second out.
Boy, this guy has really good stuff so far on this one. How about 7 Ks, and we're just in the middle innings of this one. If he continues this up, this could be a real solid performance.
Settling in now, Carlos Gonzalez. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. And that swung on and missed for strike 1.
I really love the way he's attacking hitters on that first pitch. It's over 80% first pitch strikes in this game, and that's why he's having such great success.
And he pumps the fastball by him at 94. It's 0-2. Here's the 0-2. And he struck him out, his 8th punch out of the ball game, and that one ends the inning. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and 1 man left aboard. We played 4 full. Wisconsin is out in front here, 3-0. Here's Jared Hoying. He'll start things out as we begin the 5th.
Center fielder, Jared Hoying.
Now a ball hit in the air, but in play perhaps down the line. And this will fall, but it's a foul ball.
Lucky.
Halfway to 100 pitches. Here it is. Hit out towards second. He gets dirty, but he can't get there, and it's into center field.
Well, that's a nice base hit right there, and he is so close to having a cycle. He's one thing short, and the toughest one of them all, the triple. He's gonna looks like he's gonna get another at bat. Let's see if he's able to pull it off.
Here's Carlos Correa now. He doubled earlier in the game, 1 for 2 to this point. And that Colorado bullpen comes to life now with a lefty and a right-hander up to throw. Now time granted here at the plate as he'll step out of the box. Lined hard toward right center. Gonzalez moves to his right and puts this one away in the alley for out number 1. And he will scurry back to first as he'll think twice about trying to move up.
Third baseman, Mark Reynolds.
Here's Mark Reynolds. He's gone down on strikes twice already in this one. And Dan, when you know you have a chance to hand someone a hat trick for the game, is there any extra motivation to punch him out again?
Hey, there's no doubt about that, Matt. When you have a good hitter like this and you've punched him out twice already, you just want to continue to go out there and make good pitches and see if you can't dominate him for a 3rd time.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Pitch is a cold strike. The throw. It skips in and he's safe. Close play, but he's in there.
Good steal there, and I'll tell you, he is a multi-dimensional player out there. He's got good pop at the plate, and he showed he's not afraid to use his wheels on the bases either.
To your point, Dan, he did go deep earlier, and now the stolen base here, so he's really having an impact on this game. He's set. Here's the 0-1. Good. 0-2 now.
Boy, he is just being way too aggressive and not staying with the ball in his zone. He's already got 2 strikeouts, and he comes up there and swings this one out of the zone. Not a good game so far.
And now time granted here as they'll step out to rethink things down 0-2. Runner at second here with 1 man out. And this one's in the dirt. And he'll rein it in as the count moves to 1-2. He struck him out. The third time he's fanned in the game. What's your take on all the strikeouts we see in the game today, Dan? That was his third tonight, and it seems we're seeing that a lot more these days.
Yeah, Matt, there's been a real change in philosophy as far as hitting in baseball today. A lot of guys think now that an out is an out, a strikeout is just as good as a regular out, but we're seeing strikeouts at an alarming rate in baseball right now.
Here's J.D. Martinez. In the dirt, and now let's see. Throw goes over to third, and he is safe at third as he moves up on what's likely to be ruled a wild pitch.
That can be a tough read as a runner on second to see if the ball has gotten away enough to move to third. You have to be sure you can make it. He was there, and now he's only 90 feet away.
The 0-1 on its way. Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1. Now a ball swung on and heading for the stands in right, and that'll move the count to 1-2 now. Here's the 1-2 delivery. And a slider runs away from him there, and the count levels at 2-2.
You know, guys, these hitters have had some great looks at that slider so far, and clearly they're all on the same page. The plan is simple. Lay off that slider and make it bring up something straight in the strike zone.
He's set. Here's the 2-2. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. Back-to-back strikeouts keep him out of danger. Don't touch that remote. More on MLB Network right after this. With Harold Reynolds and Dan Plesac, Matt Vasgersian with you as Trevor Story digs into the right side of the batter's box to kick off the inning. Into the windup and the pitch. And a swing as the bat goes flying toward the third base dugout, but it looks like everybody was able to duck for cover. The windup and the 0-1. Swing and a miss just behind a lively fastball.
Well, this offense finds themselves struggling right now, and they're down a few runs. They got to try to manufacture, get somebody on, maybe hit and run, and then you look for the big ball. Looks like right now everybody's swinging for the downs. They got to turn it around a little bit, play a little small ball, get it going.
And they'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2. Struck him out, and he becomes the 9th strikeout victim thus far.
Man, this guy's on his game today, not only when he's throwing strikes, but how about the amount of strikeouts? What's even more impressive, no walks up to this point. So he's pounding that zone with strikes, and he's making these hitters swing the bat.
Standing in now, Raimel Tapia. As he will take strike one on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Waved at and missed, and he's behind 0-2.
That's a great spot down the zone there. Hard to do anything with the pitch down there.
And he struck him out. So double digits now. 10 strikeouts for him thus far.
That's 10 strikeouts for him now, and I'll tell you, he could rack up quite a few more before he's done. Still a lot of game left in this one.
And that'll bring in Tom Murphy. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Price sets his sights. Here's the first pitch. And here's a called strike at the knees. Don't think he liked that one too much, but it's 0-1.
Well, he's done a great job on the hill throughout this game, and it's something to be proud of anytime you can pitch a good game in this ballpark, especially when it's not your home ballpark.
Takes a high fastball for a strike. And he'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2. Looking to set down the side on strikes. Here it comes. Lays off the 1-2 changeup, and he's worked it back to 2-2.
Well, that's great discipline. He's clearly sticking with his plan. Those two balls were down. He's thinking to himself, make him get it up before I swing. Get it off the knees.
And he got another one here. He strikes out the side. He set down 5 in a row via the punch out, and the inning is over. 3 up, 3 down, 3 strikeouts. Not too shabby. More baseball on MLB Network right after this. Chris Russin takes over to start the 6th inning on the mound.
I fucking hate
Number
facing
52.
lefties.
Chris Russin.
In now the power-hitting outfielder Nomar Mazara. A hit in 2 tries so far.
Nomar Mazara.
In there, strike 1.
Now, that's not fair. You're supposed to be throwing sinkers, and he throws a high fastball right there. That's why everybody's shaking their head.
The windup and the 0-1. Hit on the ground out to short. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the 6th.
The catcher, number 16, Brian McCann.
Ready for another chance? Brian McCann, 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Hit well down the left field line, but back into the crowd, foul. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Here is a ground ball now for the shortstop to the right of second. And now this is bobbled out in center.
Damn shift.
And he'll make it back to first as the throw won't get him.
Matt, did you see where they were playing him? They're playing him in the shift, and he just did not care. If he hit the ball hard, I guess that's his philosophy. It was going to get through anyway, and we saw it right there. Base hit into the shift.
Here's Dustin Ackley. Lifted the other way out to left center. After it is Blackman. He gets there and makes the play for the 2nd out of the inning. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Jurickson Profar. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ball game. First pitch coming. Here it is. Hit to short. Backhanded. Over to LeMahieu covering at the bag, and that ends the inning. 1 hit, 1 left. 9-1-2 scheduled to hit in the home half of the 6th. The Cubs on top 3-0. Pat Valaika is going to come off the bench as he'll be asked to lead off the bottom of inning number 6.
Pat Valaika.
Back to work now is Price as he gets ahead to start the inning. It's strike 1. Here it comes. A lot of movement that time. It's 0-2.
Well, you know you've got it working on the mound when they're swinging right through it, even when you're putting it right down the middle of the strike zone. Not the greatest of game plans, though.
Oh, and they still have no answer for him up there. 6 straight punch-outs now, and there's one away.
He's been in total control out there tonight. Gets the leadoff guy with a strikeout there, and it just seems like we've seen so many off-balance swings and weakly hit balls in this one.
Striding in once again, DJ LeMahieu. It's been an 0-for-2 effort for him to this point. Into the windup and the pitch. And the first pitch is chopped foul right at home plate. It's strike one. Set to deliver the 0-1. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2.
One thing you try to do as a hitter is figure out what pattern the pitcher is pitching. I can't cover the whole plate. He's done a masterful job of pounding him on the outside half for strikes, and they haven't figured it out yet.
Good waist pitch, 1-2.
Boy, it's hard to sit on an 0-2 fastball. I think that pitch just locked him up a bit. But lucky for him, it was just a little out of the zone.
Now Price is 1-2. And that's into the outfield for a one-out base hit.
Absolutely scorched that base hit. Worthy of some show track love, and as you see it, it came off the bat at 110 miles an hour. That's definitely squaring a ball up.
Stepping in now, Ian Desmond, as he takes a cold strike at the knees. It's 0-1. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. Chop foul over towards the coaching box.
Oh, that's one he's going to want back right there. A fastball right in your wheelhouse, and you foul it off.
And here's a ball hit in the air. Mazzara is going to get there to make the catch a few steps into foul territory for out number 2. Digging in and looking for more, Charlie Blackmon. He's 1 for 2 in the ball game. Price pauses. Here's the first pitch. Right on the corner, a fastball that he takes for a strike.
That's a big pitch right there. It could change the at-bat. When you're facing a good hitter like this, that first pitch, strike one, is so important as to who's going to control this at-bat. Right now, pitcher's got the advantage.
The 0-1 pitch. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Point going back to the track. He makes the play. A great catch on the run to retire the side. So it's no runs on a hit, no errors, and a man left. 7th inning coming up. The Cubs are out in front here, 3-0. Welcome back to Coors Field here in Denver. 7th inning straight ahead, but first let's take a look at the game summary for the first 6 innings of baseball. Carlos Estevez is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7.
Number 54, Carlos Estevez.
Ready once again, David Price.
Leading off for
He'll be
Wisconsin,
tasked with starting things as we begin the 7th.
Price.
First pitch of the inning is taken low and away for a ball. It's 1-0. That one's going to find the seats. Strike one. And he pumps the fastball by him here. 1-2 now. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. And now a pitch hit sharply on the ground. But this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. Now another 1-2. Swinging a soft liner. That's in for a base hit, and he's 2 for 3. So that's how they'll start out their half of the 7th inning.
Well, he's pitching well. They send him back up to the plate, and what does he do? He rewards him with the base hit. So this is a great game for him so far.
Jared Hoying will dig in again, and as he does, we'll flash you back to inning number 2 as you get a look at his 2-run homer that was a big blow early on. First offering on its way. This is on the ground over to first. Skips through, and he really has their number now. 4 for 4 in this one.
Well, how about that for a 4-hit game? He homered earlier. Now he picks up his 4th hit of the game. Wow, he's having a tremendous game.
Correa.
Ready for another shot now. Carlos Correa. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Action now in that Colorado pen as a southpaw has stood up to throw out there. Swung on and missed. It's 0-1.
Well, that's such a great pitch for the pitcher. It's so hard to lay off a changeup when you're looking for the fastball on the first pitch, and clearly he was looking fastball.
Oh, 0-1 count, and the pitch. And the curveball induces a big swing and a miss.
Well, that was an awful late swing on a curveball. One of two things. He either didn't pick it up, or he was sitting curveball and had his mind made up that he was going to swing, and the break broke before he expected it.
Looking to put him away. Here's the 0-2. And this is swung on and missed. And boy, they took care of a key man there. One away.
You hear that phrase, climb the ladder, all the time? That's pretty much what he did right there. When you change the hitter's eye level with each pitch in that at-bat, it becomes very hard for him to adjust and put the bat on the ball. He made that strikeout look real easy.
Into the box now, Mark Reynolds. Now a swing and a ball popped high in the air over toward foul ground. Desmond is there to put it away for out number 2.
Strike out.
Now batting, right fielder, J.D.
Digging in once again, J.D. Martinez. 2 outs and 2 runners aboard here in the 7th inning. Swing and a flare hit toward right. Gonzalez over to his right, and that ends the inning. So it's no runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 2 men left stranded. Stretch time coming up here in Denver. The Cubs lead this one 3-0. Stepping into the box, Nolan Arenado. He's 0 for 2 with a strikeout in this one.
Arenado.
Swung on and missed, outclassed by that fastball for a strike.
Matt, this is getting a little ridiculous. That strike right there puts him at 90% of hitters he's throwing first pitch strike to. You do that, yeah, you're going to dominate lineups.
Right by him here, and he's set up for another strikeout here. The count to 0-2. Now the 0-2 from Price. Got him. As he just continues to mow down these hitters. 13 strikeouts now.
Well, he certainly wasn't intimidated on the mound right there. He had to stare down a really good hitter, and instead of working around the zone, he challenged him with 3 straight good pitches. I like that he didn't give his opponent too much credit.
Here's Carlos Gonzalez. As he'll take a called strike here on a borderline pitch at strike one. No hits to this point. Price ready with the 0-1. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike two.
He's still looking great to me out there on the mound. Punched out the first guy in the seventh, and he's jumped ahead in the count right here. Looks like he could stay in this game a while longer.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And that one stayed too low, apparently.
Just missed on that changeup. I like that pitch right there. You got 2 strikes on him. Throw that changeup and see if he chases it. That time he laid off, but hey, good idea.
Price still working on the shutout through 6 1/3. Hit on the ground down the first baseline, but this is foul.
Well, I think he's trying to get that 2-strike fastball out of the zone. Just caught too much of the plate right there. Fortunately, he fouled it off instead of putting it in the seats.
Struck him out. Struck him out again, I should say. His 3rd punch out of the game.
Matt, just about everything he's doing is working. All of his pitches, great command, great location. And the big key, with 2 strikes, he's attacking the zone.
And that brings in the power-hitting shortstop, Trevor Story. He struck out twice thus far, so we'll see if he can fare any better here. Price gets his sign. First pitch on its way. There's a fastball right over the inside corner.
Well, that shot tells you everything you need to know. He's really a little frustrated tonight. This has been a tough game. They haven't swung the bats well, and they need to start getting some offense going.
The 0-1 is a fastball low, and that evens the count at 1-1. And that's taken for a called strike two.
Boy, he's been great in this one. He's only 1 strike away from putting another 0 on the scoreboard.
No runs, 3 hits. No errors in the ballgame for the Rockies thus far. And he's got another one. 15 strikeouts in the ballgame, and the side is retired. Nothing across here this half. 8th inning coming up. The Cubs are out in front, 3-0. Into the box now, Nomar Mazara. He'll start things out for us here in inning number 8. Squared that one up just a little late.
Well, pretty good pitch right there. A little bit late. That's why he wasn't able to catch it right there in his wheelhouse.
A good knee-high changeup taken for a strike. Now the 0-2 pitch. A swing and a miss on a ball way out of the zone, and there's one away.
Talk about blowing it by a guy. Geez, I mean, that fastball was way behind him when the swing came through the zone. I have to think he was looking for something off speed, and he just couldn't pull the trigger on that fastball.
Here's the catcher, Brian McCann, as he comes up empty on a pitch right down the middle for strike one. He's 1 for 2 in this one. Turned on that one and crushed it, just pulled it a little foul. Here's the 0-2. Hit hard back up the middle. Story picks it up. Oh, and he overshoots his first baseman as it's over his head.
Wow, I know shortstops have the reputation for being flashy. I think he was trying to show off his cannon of an arm on that one. But the cannon was a little too powerful, and the ball sails way over the first baseman's head. He did get a lot behind the throw, though.
Here's Dustin Ackley. As he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. Now a right-hander has started to get loose in the Colorado bullpen. From the belt, the pitch. That's in there, base hit. And they won't risk it at third, so they're at the corners now with only one away.
Whoa, he hit that one a little bit too hard. Line drive single, but the runner at second had to hold up, so he's not going to score, but nice piece of hitting anyway.
Here's Jurickson Profar as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike one. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Comes set with the 0-1. In the dirt and blocked behind the plate. Good job to corral this quickly as the runners hold on. Here's the 1-1 pitch. In the air now out to left field. Moving under it, Tapia makes the catch, but the runner from third breaks for home. And a relay to the plate. And the run will cross on the sac fly and make it a 4-0 game.
Hey, every pitcher likes to have some runs scored for him, particularly when you're throwing as well as he is tonight, and he gets another insurance run on top of it.
Digging in to try it again, David Price. He's looking for hit number 3 here in this at-bat. First offering on its way. Left side.
Oh my God.
And that's through for a hit.
Oh my God.
A 3-hit day for the pitcher. Man alive, who could have even imagined this? What a day for him going so far.
Wow.
Adam Ottavino trots in from the bullpen here as he inherits a tough spot with 2 on and 2 away.
Adam Ottavino.
Here's Jared Hoying. He swings and hits it foul off to the right and out of play. 2 men are on with 2 men out. Slapped hard the opposite way. But this is right to him in left as he hardly has to move as he handles it for the final out. So 1 run on 2 base hits, 1 error, and 2 left. Not too many more shots left. Home half of the 8th coming up. Wisconsin leads this one 4-0. Striding in, Raimel Tapia. We're in the 8th now, and nothing's changed out there on the mound.
Well, I've been very impressed with how this starter's going about his business, Pat. He's looked really sharp, and it's hard to know if it's had any effect, but getting that early lead from his offense could have really helped settle him in.
And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike 1.
Objective number 1 right here is finding a way to get on base, so I'm not surprised to see him taking on the first pitch there.
This is swung on and lifted down the left field line, but it'll get back into the crowd as he jumps ahead of him now. 0-2. Ready with the 0-2. And the changeup is way low that time. Now Price is 1-2. Bat explodes as this has popped up. And Reynolds will look this one in for the first out.
Now batting, catcher, Tom
And
Murphy.
that'll bring in Tom Murphy. Been a strikeout victim twice in this one. Now the first pitch here from Price. In there, and it's 0-1. The 0-1. A swing and a miss just out in front of that fastball.
He's feeling it out there on the mound, just getting the ball and throwing it with a lot of confidence right now.
Grounded up the first baseline, but this will be a foul ball, and it's still 0-2.
That's probably not what he wants to do with 2 strikes right there with the fastball. He is fortunate he just fouled it off.
This is line to left, and that's in for a base hit. Make it a 1-for-3 game so far.
Well, that's a big base hit for him. I tell you what, it's no fun to be 0 for 2, but let alone 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts. So this is a confidence builder
That was
right
a
here.
good pitch, too.
Mark Reynolds will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Number 12, Mark Reynolds.
And he takes a cold strike. 0-1. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now. 0-2.
I guess he's really trying to measure that fastball in his first at bat, but you really never want to put yourself in 0-2 count if you could do anything about it.
Here's a swing and a high pop-up. Profar is there for it. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away.
The batter, number 9, second baseman.
Striding into the box, DJ LeMahieu. He singled his last time up. He's set, and the pitch. And a fastball just below the knees, ball 1. Here's Price now on 1-0. Now it's 2-0.
On 2-0, you can bet he's looking for a fastball that he can turn on and drive. Might be thinking about picking on that big hole between first and second. Now this is the kind of count this guy feeds on at the plate. You can bet he's geared to hit the fastball right here.
Lays off a fastball, but it's over for a strike. 2-1.
I like that pitch right there. You know he's keyholing you 2-0, and you put one right on the corner. He's not going to swing at it, and now all of a sudden you're back in the count again.
2 balls and a strike. Here it is. Liner towards second, and that falls in for a solid base hit, his second of the night.
Hey, that's a base hit right there. Now they got 2 runners on. This may be their best opportunity to get on the board. They've been shut out the whole game.
First baseman, Ian Desmond.
In now, Ian Desmond, as he'll take a look at an off-speed pitch here that misses for ball 1. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. Price pauses. Here it comes on 1-0. And this is popped fouled off to the right and back into the seats.
Well, they got him in the rocking chair right now. A little changeup, follow up with the fastball, and he's a little late with that swing.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. So it's no runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 2 men left stranded. We've played 8 full. The Cubs are out on top 4-0. A look there at the Daniels and Fisher Tower here in the Mile High City as we welcome you back to what remains of this one from Coors Field. Jordan Lyles enters from the pen to start the 9th inning as he'll try to keep the score right where it is heading to the bottom of the 9th. Here's Carlos Correa now. He'll be charged with trying to get on board leading off the 9th.
Carlos Correa.
And good contact there as this is hit high and deep to right center. And he will make the nice running catch out there as he had to travel a long distance to rein that one in. Here's Mark Reynolds. A hat trick already to his credit in this one, so he's looking to avoid the dreaded golden sombrero here. First offering on its way. Good swing, just got to try and straighten that one out.
Oh, I hit that so well.
Swing and a miss, and he's in the hole 0-2 now.
Boy, he is not seeing the ball at all. He's already got 3 strikeouts. If he strikes out here, that's when you start calling the eye doctor.
0-2, here it comes. Oh, and this ball is absolutely blasted. High and deep. Over the bleachers and onto the concourse. A home run.
Wow.
A solo shot here for Mark Reynolds as they extend the lead to 5-0.
Yeah, and that's what you call a dream scenario or an absolute nightmare, depending on your viewpoint. A power pitcher on the bump and a power hitter at the plate. A plus B equals see you later. It's simple math, folks.
Here's J.D. Martinez.
Right fielder, J.D.
And he'll
Martinez.
promptly send it in the air out to center field. After it is Blackman. 2 down.
The left fielder, number 30, Nomar Mazara.
Standing in, Nomar Mazara. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. Here's the first pitch to him. Ooh, and heads up as this is pulled foul.
Sit back on that.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Sent out to straightaway center field. Blackman is under it. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. But add on one more as the solo shot stretches their lead even further. Last chance coming up for the Rockies. And the visiting club leads it 5-0. Here's Charlie Blackman now. He's going to lead things off in their half of the ninth as they try to avoid the dreaded shutout.
It's never a good feeling to get shut out, and over the course of the season, it's bound to happen a few times. They've just been overmatched by good pitching.
Hit hard on the ground to first. Ackley fields it cleanly, and he'll step on first for the out. 3 unassisted.
The batter, number 28, third baseman, Nolan Arenado.
Here's Nolan Arenado. 0 for 3 with a couple of strikeouts for him to this point in the ball game. Into the windup and the pitch. A fastball, and he swings through it to fall behind.
He's been doing a nice job out there on the mound, but the deeper you get into the game, the more the hitters have seen you. This is the part of the lineup that he has to be really careful with. Something that stood out to me in this game is the lineup's lack of a solid plan at the plate. Seems like way too many guys are chasing pitches out of the zone and trying to hit pitchers like that one down and away. There's no success in that.
On to first, and the Rockies are now down to their final out of the game.
The right fielder, number 5.
Coming to the plate now, Carlos Gonzalez. He's their last shot here with 2 away in the ninth as they look to avoid the shutout.
Yeah, Matt, they just haven't had any answer for the great pitching so far in this one.
Here's the first pitch to him. Good changeup that time, but he wouldn't bite on it.
And even though he's had some success against this guy in the ball game, he still knows he's a very dangerous opponent. He won't want to fall behind him any further.
And this is drifting foul back into the stands. Look into McCann, the 1-1. And there's a swing and a miss, so the Rockies find themselves down to their final strike now. Has them down to their final strike. Here it comes. Swing and a ball hit well to the right side, but this will get into the crowd. Again, he sends it out of play. Looking for the complete game. Here's the pitch. And that misses 2-2.
What we're seeing here is a really smart at bat. They got to be thinking the man on the mound is getting a little short on gas, so when you go up there and make him throw a bunch of pitches, you're more likely to get a good pitch to hit or at least force him out of the game.
Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over.
Wow, not only are complete games rare in this day and age of Major League Baseball, but a complete game shutout. This guy was in total command from the first inning through the ninth. Totally dominant in this one.
A 5-0 finish tonight. So that'll put a wrap on things here this evening. For my partners Harold Reynolds and Dan Plesac, this is Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB Network. Good night, everybody.
Fans, our final line score. First for the victorious visiting team. 5 runs, 13 hits, no errors. They left 9 runners on base. For the Rockies, no runs, 5 hits, with 1 error. They left 5 men on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 45 minutes. Tonight's paid attendance, 50,445. The Rockies thank you for joining us here tonight. And as you exit Coors Field, we remind you to please drive home safely.
Well, that's gonna do it for this live stream, guys. Thanks for watching, and hope to see you guys soon. Bye.